attention to music way before a lot of people my age. Like in second grade, wasn't nobody my age worried about no damn music.
I'm riding around with the toaster, with the tester, roaster, runner.
I ain't gonna lie, it really started because my mom she used to be super strict when I was like a little kid on the music I could listen to. I said, my mama got mad. I dropped codeine inside my orange soda. Even before I started recording music, like a long time ago, just listening to it was therapy.
He like mastered that so fucking quickly.
I met Juice through my brother. My brother, he heard his music through DJ Victorious.
Okay.
It's crazy all the stuff that can happen in a year. It's ridiculous.
Do you feel like it's just beginning?
Yeah, for sure.
The sudden and shocking death of rap star Juice WRLD. The 21-year-old, who was named Billboard's Best New Artist this year, suffered a medical emergency at Chicago's Midway Airport.
So many questions as to how a seemingly healthy 21-year-old could die so unexpectedly.
You know who the best freestyle I've ever seen is? Juice WRLD. He died.
Juice, yeah.
Have you ever seen his freestyles?
Yeah.
They're never ending. Like, you can do it for like an hour. And he makes total sense the entire time and is actually really good, like intricate flow patterns. Like, to me, he was the best freestyle I've ever seen.
If you're ready for my brother, put a gun up!
My enemies are starting to become fake friends of me. They see me on the rise and start to think that.
2nd December 1998, Jared Anthony Higgins was born in Chicago, Illinois. He grew up in south suburbs and often played in Clement Park. His parents divorced when he was just 3 years old. He grew up with his mother, Carmela Wallace, and older brother in a single-parent home. In Juice WRLD household, hip-hop was practically banned. His mother, a devoutly religious and a conservative woman, didn't allow him to listen rap music. Instead, he was exposed to rap, pop, which shaped much of his early musical taste.
Even before I started recording music, like a long time ago, just listening to it was therapy. My mom didn't used to let me listen to certain stuff. When I got around like my other relatives, they'd be playing the stuff. I had some of the lyrics in my head, and then I wouldn't remember the whole song, so I'd just like make up the rest.
Through video games like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and Guitar Hero, he discovered artists like Billy Idol, Blink-182, Black Sabbath, Fall Out Boy, Megadeth, and Panic! At the Disco, all of which left a lasting influence on his genre-blending sound.
That shit was
my favorite.
And he was sauce and shit. He was like,
my favorite, all the Tony Hawk Pro Skaters.
Yeah.
American Wasteland.
Skate 2.
You won't fuck with 3?
No.
Damn, bro. The whole Skate series was wrong, but damn.
3 is too realistic.
Do you like that era of Billy Idol?
Bro, what? Yes, hell yes, bro. This is like one of my biggest influences. Like my mom put me on him. She loves Billy Idol. Like, this is raw as fuck. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
I signed Billy Idol for you, Juice WRLD.
What the fuck? I'm like in shock right now, bro. What the fuck? It feels like Christmas.
At just 4 years old, Juice WRLD's mom signed him up for music lessons. He quickly picked up with piano, percussions, and guitar. By the middle school, he was shredding on the guitar, banging on drums, and even playing trumpet in the school bands. A glimpse of his musical genius to come. Then he discovered lean for the first time.
You always had issues with drugs even before you started to get famous and rich?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was something that I was into early, low-key, due to music. Because, like, I was a music head, so like in 6th grade, 7th grade, I'm hearing songs about sipping lean. Those are like the real influential years, I feel like, especially for like a boy. Like finding out who your role models are, what you like, basketball, football. That's like when you start kind of choosing the dreams you want to chase, damn near.
Right.
So like 6th, 7th grade, I was hooping, I was playing baseball. I was good at both at the time. But I was also like freestyling, and I was really into music. Like I used to damn near worship the shit, like I was into music so much. So my family putting me on to all this different music, Future, Gucci, all these niggas talking about drugs, bro.
You can't help but ignore how fun or how interesting, at least, they're making Xans and Lean and all the shit sound.
Yeah, bro. Like when I heard Future, the first song I ever heard by Future was "Ain't No Way Around It." The second song I've ever heard by Future is "Dirty Sprite," like off the first Dirty Sprite mixtape, and that shit had me wanting to sip lean at like 11, 12 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Juice WRLD was a heavy drug user during his childhood and teens. Struggling in school, Juice WRLD was eventually prescribed ADHD medication to help him focus, but this led his spiral into addiction, including Percocets and Xanax by 2013.
But I mean, I kind of lucked out. Because I did know the fine line between, like, you know, just taking some to come up with some ideas or getting the vibe versus that being a lifestyle. And I just so happened to kind of edge my way out of that little mindset, but a lot of people don't. So, I don't know. It's a balance to the shit. I would tell myself to stay as far away from drugs as possible.
He also smoked cigarette for a time and quit during his final year of high school due to the health concerns. Juice WRLD actually began his career in high school.
I want to say I started paying attention to music way before a lot of people my age. Like in 2nd grade, wasn't nobody my age worried about no damn music. Wasn't nobody my age trying to memorize song lyrics and shit like that. Like, of course motherfuckers like music, but they weren't obsessed with it like I was, like I am. Like I got a wider range of influence. I'm listening to everything. My mom listened to rock and gospel. She wasn't for none of that rap shit at first. And then I get around my cousin, he gonna hop in the car with us when we leave the house. That's the man that put me on the rap. Wayne, Project Pat, Gucci, 50 Cent, and that's where the rap influence came from. I said, my mama got mad. I dropped codeine inside my orange soda. I'm in that bitch throat. Somebody hand her a Ricola. She handle babies better than the damn baby stroller. I'm testing all these bitches like a damn tester roaster.
During that time, he had a friend named Jelen who started a radio show. Through radio shows, Juice WRLD continued improving his skills.
Yeah.
The Illest Hour radio show.
What the fuck?
WH?
Bro, you talk about my high school?
WHFH. Jalen, the Illest.
What the fuck? What the fuck? How? Nardwuar, how? How do you...
You are Juice WRLD. We have to know. But what can you say? Homewood Flossmoor had a radio show? You had some bars on the radio, spitting radio.
Those were old quotes. I was a freshman in high school. How does he know? I don't remember that shit. What the hell? Bro, so like, okay, my school has a radio show, and when I first decided to like become a rapper, I was on there, and I would like freestyle. And those were like old quotes. How do you know this, bro? What the fuck? What
was that like, though? What do you remember about that show?
Oh, it was ran by my homie Jalen. He was another artist at my school, and he just kind of created a platform for me to like freestyle, like just to get it out a little bit. So, you know, shout out to Jalen. He's in the military now. Shout out to Jalen.
Then he started taking rapping more seriously.
As a kid, just absorbing all like the music and shit I would listen to, just cramming my head with it, not really giving a fuck about school or homework or really anything else besides music, you know, like just that's all I cared about. So it was, you know, it was kind of easy for me to remember all that shit if that was like, you know, my only focus. I go like BT, you cannot see me. They try to watch me like MTV. Think you know me, I'm switching like Kobe. Go smoking sass like a motherfucking OG.
In 2014, Juice WRLD recorded his first song for his high school crush. While it was the first track he ever wrote, but it was never officially released. Shortly after, he created SoundCloud account under the name Juice the Kid. In January 2015, he dropped his first mixtape, What Is Love, though it only featured one song, Forever.
Forever, forever, she stay on my mind like forever.
Most of his early tracks were recorded on a cell phone.
Okay. I didn't came through with the K.
How has growing up in and around Chicago influenced your sound? When I first started recording, I was really inspired by Chief Keef. That was basically my favorite rapper till is. I have moments where he's all I play. He's like one of my biggest inspiration. I had a phase where I was listening to Dirk and all the up and coming Chicago artists. They influenced how I use melodies. What else inspires your sound? I listen to all types of music. So my music is inspired by genres such as rock too. I like to call myself an artist who can tap into a lot of different sounds. I can make a rap song and then turn around and make music with a live band if I wanted to.
In 2016, Juice WRLD dropped Juice WP, which featured 4 songs, a step up from his first release.
I think I'm too smooth for my own good. Think I'm too smooth for my own good.
However, it didn't perform well and garnering only 100 plays. Later that year, in July, he released The Twilight Zone EP, but it was eventually deleted from SoundCloud. The EP was later recovered from his old Facebook accounts, where he used to promote his songs. The name Juice the Kid was a reference to a 1992 movie, Juice.
It came from the Tupac movie, and it came from Soulja Boy because he had a mixtape called Juice, and he had like a haircut, and it was like called the Juice haircut, and I had the haircut. Soulja got the juice. Soulja got the juice.
He later changed his name to Juice WRLD, believing that a new name would benefit his career.
Yo, what's good? It's Juice WRLD.
In an interview with Atlanta radio station WHTA, Juice WRLD explained that the latter part of its stage name initially had no specific meaning, but over the time, he came to see it as an representing taking over the world.
Why the spelling WRLD in all capitals?
That was like a social media handle, and they wouldn't let me spell the world right. And
oh, really though? Yeah, because somebody had something?
Yeah, but eventually it kind of like got some meaning behind it.
It works out?
Yeah, it eventually I was just thinking about it one day, and I just kind of just said like my music is kind of an illustration of what my world is, like what goes on in my world. Part of the reason why I kept Juice in my name wasn't only for Tupac. It was for 3 rappers actually. Tupac, Soulja Boy had an old tape called the Juice Mixtape, and then the MC Juice. I think he was one of the only people to be Eminem in a rap battle.
He continued releasing new music. In early 2017, he dropped 3-track mixtape, Affliction.
Before I get your name, girl, I gotta warn you.
Quickly followed by another 2-track tape called Heartbroken in Hollywood 999.
Ooh, bad bitch only coming over for a time.
By this time, Juice WRLD had found his name, was working with producer Nick Mira, and was creating better music as he continued learning and growing.
DT Side Piece introduced you to
Nick Mira. You taking it back. Ooh. This is crazy.
But there was one problem. He had no money. To support his dream, he took a job at a car factory, helping to assemble vehicles, while continuing to chase his passion for music. Because of the struggle he was facing, financially, emotionally, and in overall life, Juice WRLD started to feel overwhelmed, and at one point, he even considered quitting music altogether.
I put my dick in the jar. I put my dick in the law, cause I do not fuck with the law.
Juice WRLD eventually decided to quit his job at the car factory, not because he didn't need the money, but because it was taking too much time away from his music. This decision reflected how deeply committed he was to his craft. He chose passion over stability, fully dedicating himself to his dream.
Pull up on the scene, you know I'm with it. My windows tinted, pulled up clean with a stoppy finish. You know we did it. The shadows in your rooms, I do what I do. You try me, they'll find you in the down of a bayou. We drive right by you and serve you heat like you at a drive-thru.
On June 15, 2017, that dedication began to pay off when he released his debut full-length EP, 999, featuring the breakout track, Lucid Dreams.
Your latest project is titled 999. Where did that came from? Okay, so when my mom first seen that shit, she flipped. She was like, is this what you're on? She thought it was demonic. Yeah, and it's pretty much the opposite of that. I was going through a lot of shit and I wanted to take the hell that I'm in and turn it upside down. So that's when I kind of changed over. I just kind of ran with, cause it made sense.
999 EP was a solid debut, showcasing Juice WRLD's unique sound. But at first, Juice WRLD didn't make much noise. It wasn't until later that the track exploded into a massive hit and becoming a defining moment in his career at the time.
Lucid Dreams was the smash.
Juice WRLD was just beginning to lay off his foundation of his legacy. His ability to draw inspiration from the music that predated his own generation was striking. And while his production carried out emotional depth, his lyrics often leaned into his family territory, luxury, heartbreak, and substance use, themes common in the soundscape of his auto-tune heavy peers.
At one point, I was growing up like a only child. Me and my mom had our own house, so like I used to just rap all day. That's what I love to do. And then from the first time I stepped foot in the studio, it felt amazing. The best way I could put it is a basketball player at their court. That's the best way I could put it. A basketball player at their court, a football player on their field, a baseball player on their diamond. I just feel it's an amazing, euphoric feeling. And you mix that with the amazing feeling that I get with being with my girl, being with my family, my cousins, all my peoples, and being in fellowship, and they love my music, and it's just a good time. And I can't get enough of it. It's literally recording to me. It's like a drug. Like, I can't get enough of it. So, like, yeah, it's like a basketball player at his court. It's a passion of mine. I love creating. That's the best way I can express myself. I could express myself in songs sometimes more than I could talk, So, like, I don't know. It's my version of writing down in a diary.
In the same year, Juice WRLD graduated from his high school. He began collaborating with producers like DT and Nick Mira, two fellow teenagers he had connected with on Twitter. This partnership would go on to define much of his early sounds, with the pair producing a collection of his singles that laid the foundation of his breakout.
Goddamn, I'm the man, I'm the fucking man. Juicy kid, not acting like a kid again. Juicy kid, probably running through your crib again. Put the pistol to your fucking little kid again. Gold grill shine, something like a cheap thrill. This is real gold, this shit not a Happy Meal.
In mid-2017, Juice WRLD began to gain attention from prominent artists like Waka Flocka Flame, Southside, G Herbo, and Lil Baby, who took note of his talent.
You got Juice WRLD, of course, man.
Man, and so how did this come about?
Well, I met Juice through my brother. He heard his music through DJ Victorious.
Okay.
From there, we met him. he was kind of new to the scene, you know what I'm saying? We you know, me, G Money, Herb, and everybody that we know, when we heard him, like, it's undeniable music, you know what I'm saying? So
In October of that year, he released another 2-single tape with Nick Mira, titled Being Drinking Music.
Just another day without you. Plunge to the strong marijuana. If I die, tell my mama I'm a stoner.
The project helped further cement Juice WRLD presence in the growing rap scenes, blending emotional theme with distinctive sounds that would soon define his career.
And how did you know you had turned the corner from people paying a lot of attention to you from SoundCloud?
I didn't. It just kind of hit me. It's like I ain't never really pay for publicity. I ain't never. All I used to do is drop music and repost it on my Twitter.
Did you feel like at one point, Juice, that you were dropping music? Like, did you know people were paying attention, or were you just dropping music like, I'm just going to flood?
I was just dropping music when I felt it was time.
When did you know that? Was it somebody that recognized you, or were you looking at numbers? When did you know, like, okay, there's something happening here?
Well, my numbers were big to me at this time, but I got in contact with Herb and them, Bibby, Bibby brother, G Money, DJ Victorious. They all just kind of, that's where I am right now.
On December 22, 2017, Juice WRLD released 3-song EP, Nothing Different. The EP was covered by hip-hop blog Lyrical Lemonade, and it was though the platform that Juice WRLD track All Girls Are the Same began to gain widespread popularity. This caught the attention of Cole Bennett, the founder of Lyrical Lemonade, who reached out to Juice WRLD, leading to a pivotal moment in his career. This collaboration with Bennett would become a key turning point, propelling Juice WRLD into the spotlight.
I put my dick in the jar. I put my dick in the law.
like when I heard that song, that's when I got excited. Like, I'm making calls now. I'm like, Cole Bennett. I hit Cole, man, it's this kid, you gotta do.
In a clip from his interview with the Full Send podcast, Bennett touched on working with Juice in the stage of the late rapper's career, saying that he first learned of Juice through Lil BB. BB called me and he's like, I have this artist I want you to manage. Bennett said, I said, Manny, I don't manage artists. And he sent me Juice musics. This was before anyone who knew who Jay was. And first song he sent me were All Girls Are the Same and Lucid Dreams. Bennett said he remembered he was in his hotel room in New York when he first heard the song, describing them as incredible. He continued, I called BB back and I was like, I'm not really interested in managing anyone, but I would love to do his first music video. Bennett said to give you a gog of Juice social media engagement. So when I got back to Chicago, he came over and we just hung out. We took some shrooms, we listened to some music, and then the rest was history. I think we shot All Girls Are the Same 2 weeks later, and then maybe Lucid Dream a month or two after that.
On 25th February 2018, they posted music video for All Girls Are the Same. The video exploded in popularity overnight, getting millions of views and significantly increasing Juice WRLD visibility in music industry.
Do you ever feel vulnerable putting your life experiences in your music? Like, you talk about heartbreak a lot.
Yeah, not at all. Everybody go through it. Everybody not man enough to talk about it.
I know
We're not man enough. Just everybody don't got guts.
Really though, is that where all girls are the same?
Mm-hmm.
Is that where that comes from at that moment?
It's just like a controversial statement.
Yeah.
It's just me showing people that I'm human. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, we trying to understand the concept of perfection would probably drive us all insane at this table. If we just sat and thought about being perfect, because it's impossible for us to think that, because we don't know what perfect is. All we know how to do
never
is
achieve it.
Yeah, all we know how to do is spell the word. Some people don't even know how to do that.
Did you think that people were going to have a little bit of that kind of reaction for All Girls Are the Same?
Of course. Because it's something, I was just like, I literally just took, I mean, people.
We say all guys are the
Yeah,
same.
exactly. It's just
Thank you.
Couldn't admit it.
It's literally just like, you get to a certain point in your life or in like a situation where you're just like, okay, this is a pattern.
I've seen this.
And then that's what comes after that, you know? So it wasn't really, I wasn't like, yeah, all girls are the same for real. Like, it was just
Right.
yeah.
Juice WRLD later signed to Grade A Production, a record label co-owned by Lil Baby. For your information, Kendrick Lamar is also signed to Interscope, although he began his career over TDE, where SZA was also signed. Interscope has signed major artists in the music industry, including Tupac, BTS, DJ Snake, Billie Eilish, J. Cole, and many others. And Grade A Production is a subsidiary of Interscope, and Interscope is a subsidiary of a major dominant player in the music industry, UMG. They made a remix of All Girls Are the Same, featuring Lil Yachty, but it was never officially released. All Girls Are the Same was critically acclaimed and received a Best Music designation from Pitchfork. The song was released as a single in April and became popular for its catchy and oddly charming nature. Juice WRLD come across as an heartbroken guy just trying to figure it all out. His flat, hypnotic tones aren't flashy, but they cut deep, simple, moody, and impossible to forget. Both All Girls Are the Same and Lucid Dreams marked Juice WRLD's first entries on the Billboard charts, debuting at number 92 and 74 respectively. Lucid Dream peaked at number 2 on the Hot 100 and quickly became one of the most streamed songs of 2018. This song outperformed All Girls Are the Same, showing Juice WRLD's rising popularity.
You know what I'm saying? So do you kind of embrace how much is going on right now?
Yeah, I just, it's surreal. So everything happens so fast. That's kind of a blessing though, because I'm not caught up in my head. You know what I'm saying? I haven't stopped and got like lost in the sauce or full of myself or anything.
So you're not looking at like, you know, anything that's charting or you acknowledge it and you see it, but you feel like it's definitely not time to slow down and start patting yourself on the back.
Yeah, I don't really check stats like that.
Nah.
People tell me stuff like, I didn't even know Lucid Dreams went platinum.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. So I don't really, somebody tell me, I'll take a second to thank the man upstairs, keep going, I don't really.
Lucid Dream is a melancholic track that built a sample of Sting, Shape of My Heart, and became a defining moment in the SoundCloud and Ebo rap movement.
Speaking of Nick, I have a gift for you, a Sting 7-inch, which you sampled on Lucid Dreams.
Yeah.
And Nick found this song when he was watching a movie, Leon the Professional.
Oof, yeah, that's the behind the scenes of the shit for sure. This sample is one of my favorite samples, bro. It'll always be one of my favorite samples.
And Nas also samples that song, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
What inspired grabbing the sample "Shape of My Heart" from Sting and Lucid Dreams?
Actually, it was all my producer. He sent it to me already finished, right? And I'm listening to it. I wrote that song in like 20 minutes. But I was in the family room, like I turned it on, and my mom was like, "Hey, that's Sting." And I heard the Nas song before, but she's like, "Hey, that's Sting," and I'm like, I didn't know who it was. And I listen to all types of music, so I was surprised.
Growing up as well, you listen to?
And I was surprised I didn't know, so I went and listened to a couple of his songs, and it was hard.
The lyrics express passionate mix of rage and sorrow in capturing the relatable pain of heartbreak. Juice WRLD delivery blends of melodic singing, rapping, and nonchalance, yet complex way.
I could express myself in songs sometimes more than I could talk.
The catchy hook and iconic instrument have earned the track over 2 billion streams on Spotify alone. Amid success of Lucid Dream, Juice WRLD signed 3 million deal with Interscope, solidifying his place in mainstream music industry.
What did it feel like when the big dogs start coming? Like when you hear like the Interscopes of the world, like,
yeah.
Like does that make you feel any different to what you've been doing already? But they came at you.
It makes my stomach hurt a little bit.
Why?
Because it's incredible, like it's overwhelming.
Mm-hmm. And it's been so many, not just artists, but so many different genres of music that's been through that Interscope. Yeah. Can I ask you, why did you sign with a major as opposed to just saying, you know what, I'm just going to keep it Juice WRLD, I'm just going to continue what I'm doing?
It's certain things that major labels can do that really, really, really benefit you in the end. You just got to make sure you have a good deal at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything wrong with signing to a major label. As long as you not getting, screwed at the end of the day.
Yeah, and as long
Watch
as
what you're signing.
And you're the same person that people already that had you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
It
not
ain't
like
changing nothing.
Yeah. But did you have anybody that felt like, man, why did you sign? Or did your audience understand?
People understood, and it's like, bro, like anybody that is questioning that, it's just like, I'm making a living off my passion.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't I sign?
Now, and especially if you could I always say, man, Juice is putting this with that. You already got this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come with that and that person, that machine can help you do what you're doing, then the this and that only gets you more eyeballs, more ears. You know what I'm saying? And whatever message you're trying to get out there and convey, then the this and that, as long as it don't change who you are, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Lucid Dream was followed by Learn With Me on May 22, which peaked at number 68 on Hot 100.
I need every day one Juice WRLD for the hand up right now. Put it up. Damn. Drugs got me sweating, but the wrong getting colder. Looking at the devil and the angel on my shoulder. Will I die tonight? I don't know. Is it over? Looking for my next time. I'm looking for closure. Lean with me. Pull with me. Get high with me if you rock with me.
I come right back and we have a ball. I found my one, so I'll give her my all. I'll ball till I fall. I'll ball. AG Money rode them backwoods. We rolling backwoods. Bearwoods and Packwoods. They getting smoked too. I never gave a fuck. I never gave a fuck until they call me Young Should.
The very next day, Juice WRLD released his debut full-length album, Goodbye and Good Riddance, which included his 3 previous singles. The album was originally uploaded to SoundCloud under the name Fuck You Bella, but later changed to Goodbye and Good Riddance.
Wasted. GTA love. GTA drugs. Bitch, I got a GTA for.
The album gained Juice WRLD significant recognition, praise, and cementing him as a rising star in US. It peaked at number 4 on the Billboard 200 album list, and as of mid of 2013, has spent over 5 years on that list, consistently remaining in the top 100. The album cover of Goodbye and Good Riddance set the tone perfectly. A color cartoon of Juice WRLD peeling out in a car, middle finger raised and leaving his eggs in the dust. And over the top, yet totally fit in the album's vibe. Throughout the album, Juice WRLD signed to Wake You and pouring its emotional into loud, performative heartbreak that feels both stylish and raw. His heartbreak is almost checked with his delivery and heartbreak with flair, and nobody does it better than Juice WRLD. Capturing the essence of youthful rebellions, Juice WRLD helped defining SoundCloud rap with somber, sometimes Makbara lyrical references, homicide, suicide, drug use, mental illness, and especially anxiety and depression is a recurring theme in his music, with Juice WRLD aiming to normalize discussion about these struggles. His collaboration with producer Nick Mira created emo rap sound using syrup synths, breathless trap, strains that amplify emotional intensity of his lyrics. The album feels drenched into gloomy, emotional fog and uniting every track with its mood. Goodbye Good Riddance, Juice WRLD emotional roller coaster of heartbreak, addiction and self-reflection. It kicks off with Into You Got Me, a raw voicemail flight that drops listeners straight into chaos. All Girls Are the Same sets the tone of betrayal and emotional numbness, followed by The Lucid Dream, his breakout hit where he mourns our toxic love with a haunting clarity. Learn With Me dives into the substance abuse and self-destruction, while Wasted, featuring Lil Uzi Vert, floats into the drug-out haze of escapism. I Am Still carries quiet resentment, and Betrayal skit delivers a verbal gut punch. Kendall shows Juice in a softer and a more regretful light, but Scared of Love quickly retreats into emotional detachment. Used to channels the bitterness and denial, followed by Karma, where the tables turn. Hurt Me leans into the recklessness and emotional ammo. Black and White portrays sprawling lifestyle in grayscale. Gone Girl reflects into emotional disconnection, while End of the Road hits with the weight of someone who has given all he can. Then comes I'll Be Fine, a closure that blends false confidence with emotional collapse. As Juice WRLD claims, he's okay and clearly unraveling.
I'm just trying to make music to help people through their situation and tell them about some of my own. It's all genuine, so I think that's what adds to it. Back in high school, even before that, I was good at freestyling. Then I started rapping and I recorded a few records that didn't have any substance. I thought, why not put my heart into what I'm making?
420 blaze, yeah. Smoking till I'm like an Asian. Heart on the pavement. I don't give a fuck what you saying. I'm hot, so I'm never gonna land. She told me she don't got a man. I told her that I understand. I just want to rack up the bands so I can take a trip to France. I already went to France, so I think I may go there again. Okay, I get it in. The money, yeah, I'm about to spend. I feel like LeBron James, cause I'm jumping the ball to rim. I stomp him out in my Timbs, now I can't upload on my Timbs. I told you I don't fuck with him, so if you come around here, I'ma spin. Okay, I guess that I'm stuck in my ways. I'm off of the top like a fadeaway. I'm off of the top like some braids. I'm telling you I make a wave, ayy. They surfing all over my place. I told her to surf it all over my face, ayy, eating the cake, ayy, I'm fucking her face. I'm spraying the chopper, it's looking like mace, ayy. Give a fuck what you say, ayy. I guess I'm stuck in my ways, ayy. Make it hit every day, ayy. Platinum on platinum parade, ayy. Chopper on me, get blazed, ayy. It hit you up in your face, ayy.
On June 19, he released 2-song EP titled Too Soon, in remembrance of his dedicated to deceased rapper Lil Peep and XXXTentacion.
Explain to me what the EP What Too Soon is to you, and why was it important for you to drop that?
It was just my thoughts on just events. Yeah, it was just kind of my outtake on it, my outlook on it, and like an honest outlook. Cause you know how like when people die, people love to claim them. People be flipping in their graves because of that, man. People love to claim people that can't defend themselves. Say stuff about people that can't defend themselves, and I wasn't finna come out saying, "Oh yeah, so and so was my homie, and we was this close, we was that." You know what I'm saying? Because that's people lie, bro. You can't,
yeah, man.
And can't nobody tell you. You know, it's probably a couple people that know like whether you lying or not, but somebody that's dead can't defend themselves. So I made those 2 songs. That was like an honest thing. I never met people in my life.
Oh, you never met Pete?
No.
But you still consider, when you say legend, or you still consider like even if you don't know him, handshake, you know him.
Yeah, I never met him. Me and X planned to hang out. We had a couple like deep conversations, talked on the phone a few times. He had nothing but positive stuff to say. For real. From his point of view, we didn't really see eye to eye like that, but he had nothing but positive. We had respect for each other at the end of the day, and that was
that's what was gonna kind of lead into a friendship because we it's two different personalities. His mindset is on a whole nother. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember specifically what that positivity was? Like, what did he say?
He just said, make sure it's to keep all negative people out of your life, and just make sure that you have good energy around you. Pretty much.
What was your last, like, as far as time wise, your last conversation with X, as far
like
before he passed?
Maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks before he passed.
And so even with those words and those conversations, even if you don't know word for word, like, oh, this is exactly what was said, you remember that moment. And that's a moment that you'll continue to carry with you.
Yeah, and the artwork is the first conversation we ever had.
Oh, wow.
Lil Peep died in 2017 at the age of 21 due to an accidental drug overdose. XXXTentacion, amid of litany of criminal charges, was shot and killed in 2018 when he was in 20.
I'm one of you, and where I'm gonna go, wherever I end up, you gonna know that you can end up there too.
I'm pretty sure you're in need of some good love in your life, and if it's not with somebody else, it's probably with yourself, and if it's not with yourself, it's probably with the world that we live in. Like I think love is something that is very important to have in your life and to know through and through every aspect of it.
Nothing comes without sacrifice, and nothing comes without pain. You make sure, listen, you make sure no matter what the fuck life throws at you, you never give the fuck up. You hear me? Make some noise for our motherfucking legends one more time, Philly. I said make some motherfucking noise for our legends one more fucking time.
On July 10, Juice will release Wasted featuring Lil Uzi Vert, his first official collaboration and the only track on Goodbye and Good Riddance with a featured artist.
Wasted. GTA love. And GTA drugs. Bitch, I got a GTA for.
The song explored escapism, though substance use, echoing Juice's own word in an interview. Some people just get high to numb themselves. Wasted debuted number 68 on the Billboard Hot 100, peaked at 67 on the following week.
How do you deal with people always telling you can't, trying to cause you to not reach your full potential?
I mean, throughout life, there's always going to be a lot of discouraging people that, use the word can't and try to hold you back. But you just got to stay true to yourself and make sure that, you're aware of your potential. And make sure that you know that we're all human beings, we all on the same earth. So with that being said, you can achieve anything, if not more than what you see other people achieving. And that's facts.
Just one day later at its release, Juice WRLD announced he was already working on his next album, Keep the Momentum Going. Then on July 20, he revealed his first headline into world domination, with support from rising acts YBN Cordae and Lil Mosey, a sign of his rapidly growing presence in the hip-hop scenes. In the early months of 2018, Juice WRLD momentum continued to build. He landed a feature on Travis Scott's Astroworld track, No Bystanders, alongside Sheck Wes. The high energy theme peaked at number 31 on the Billboard Hot 100, further cementing Juice's rising status. In October 15, he dropped the music video for Arms and Dangerous, a solo cut that showcases charisma and melodic flair. Just a day later, he released Fine China, that a lead single of his collaborative mixtape with Future, titled World on Drugs.
$1,000 place. Shorty like it. Shorty like $1,000 place. What? I tell her that she beautiful every day. And I jump in a pussy like a lake. And her last man was a pussy, had a vagina.
Though critics offered mixed reviews, the tape quickly found its audience and vibing with fans, thanks to euphoric sounds, hard-hitting beats, and psychedelic cover art. The full project was dropped on October 19, blending Juice WRLD emotional introspection with future trap and grit infusion that defined moment in late 2010 hip-hops. World on Drugs, the collaboration album by Juice WRLD and Future, blends emotional vulnerabilities with trap whatever across 16 tracks. It kicks off with Jet Lag, a high energy into the fast life, followed by Astronauts, where both artists explore fame and escapism. Fine China delivers catchy, toxic love theme, while Red Bentley featuring Young Thug and Gunna leans into the luxury and status. The title track, World on Drugs, and Oxy with Lil Wayne dive into the theme of addiction and dependency. And the songs like 7am Freestyle Different and Shorty with emotional lows, Reeler and No Issues continue the confessional tone with the melodic hooks. And End Live and Right featuring Kuna adds a moody reflection. Transformer with Nicki Minaj begins a fun and chaotic energy, and the hard work's payoff closes the album on a more introspective and bittersweet note. Other tracks like Aftermath and Make It Back and World on Fire depends on album curing themes of pain, excess, and the search of meaning and chaos.
They say hard work pays off. I've been feeling paid. Try to tell that shit you did.
At this particular time, he was at his peak, but in 2018, Sting went public with lawsuit against Rising Star for using uncleared sample of his hit song, Shape of My Heart, which producer Nick Mira had used in the beat of Lucid Dream. As a result, Sting claimed 85% of song royalties. Around the same time, the band Yellowcard also sued Juice WRLD for $15 million over alleged copyright infringement.
Fuck official Sting and his whole team after taking 85% of Lucid Dreams. For interpolating Shape of My Heart, not even sampling, he threatened to us to court for trying to get any person. Sting also flexed stealing our money and said it put his grandkids through college. Lost millions and made millions. The song impact that many people in good way for me to be upset over it. There's always more money to be made and I will make it so.
On 14 December 2018, Hyde was released from Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
She made me leave the thrills at home and I'm fine with it.
He collaborated with American singer SZA for the song Hyde.
Right after that, he make a song for the Spider-Man soundtrack. Yeah. Bro, he just going crazy, back to back, rapping about some shit you will never hear.
In the same month, Ski Mask the Slumdog confirmed that he would be releasing a joint mixtape with Juice WRLD titled Evil Twins, set for 2019. While the project was never officially released, fans didn't have to wait for it long. Evil Twins leaked online on May 27, 2019.
Okay, like a hip go, baby, get up. I'm on a tour bus with my TikTok. It is my Rolex, baby, you know. Bitch, I am so nasty like blow. Okay, when I'm going, wait, when I turn old, I'ma get high, bitch, like the show up, though. I'ma ball on these hoes, bitch, I'm fucking cut, and I cut those. Put my dick up in the slut. I'ma curl my mustache like a dumbbell.
Then, they also did two together across North America.
Bro, you can get through 2 weeks.
And I'm not saying you need to go cold turkey, but you trying really too hard to get
you know what I mean?
Instead of
you gotta go 2 weeks strong, and then that's like 14 days. That's like
because like after that it won't be a problem to stop it. Because look, if you let's say at least physically you'll be
maybe to quit the addiction, but he needs to not do them for a while.
Oh no, I know.
You need to not do them. But like, look, because if you still do one or two of them throughout the day, you're not gonna withdraw.
Done.
No problem.
You're not gonna withdraw if you still do like 1 or 2 or 3 in a day, but you chasing the high too hard.
Yeah.
Expecting too much of a high that is unobtainable to you physically right now.
I grew up in the burbs and in the city too. But you ain't from the city, not no city fool. And people say my city super pity fool. Cause we killing niggas over some shitty tools. What you gonna do with that high point? Backwoods, you ain't smoking my joints. Backwoods, we ain't smoking no joints.
On March 8, 2019, he released his second studio album, Death Race for Love, preceded by the single Robbery and Hear Me Callin'.
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you.
The album topped the Billboard 200 charts, and he then embarked on Nicki World Tour alongside American rapper Nicki Minaj. At this particular time, he also started dating Ellie Lottie.
You work numbers, work wonders. You didn't woke me up from my eternal slumber.
Death Race for Love is a raw, emotional, and charged journey through heartbreak, addiction, fame, and inner turmoil. It opens up with Empty, where he shares the feeling of numbness and the need to escape. Tracks like Me's, Emotion, Demons, and Fast reflect the mental confusion and emotional struggle.
Stuck in the maze. Can't never do right. I can't lose.
Hear Me Calling and The Big Dive into love and success, while Robbery paints heartbreak as a theft in cinematic moments.
Ring, do you hear me calling? Who got the pills in here? How do you live in here? She told me put my heart in the bag.
And songs like Laws and Sins, Feelin', and Saif Hills, Who Shoot Cupid, and Ring Ring explores love and toxicities, numbness, and the stress of fame.
First give me a feeling, I feel it. Your back bitch hit you in your neck. She know me well. I don't feel like coming to the phone.
In Desire, Out My Way, and The Beanies, On God, Juice balances aggressions and experimentations and reflection on loyalty and pressure.
New nigga on the block, yeah, I got my Glock in. Chasing the link, right to my brain.
And the final stage, 10 Feet, Won't Let Go, and She's the One, Rider, and Make Believes, dive into the isolation, lingering attachments, romantic idolizations, and emotional delusion.
Acidic, a bunch of bad habits with. She know me well. Hey, let's see if you were rider for real. She was gonna break my heart regardless.
Altogether, the album showcased Juice's ability to turn pain into poetry, blending vulnerabilities with melodic rap to speak for a generation.
I've been living fast. Feeling really bad. Time really moves fast. Better hurry up and get in your bag. Already you're not a fad. I know why these niggas get mad. Hey, my hand on my trigger, I'ma die for respect, yeah. You with my money, you get dealt like that, yeah. I took too many pills, counting up the bills. Molly in my cup, you can't tell me how I feel. Last call, it's gnarly. Every night, counting up the blues. Gotta win sometimes, cause you always lose. I get high as a bitch still, the same dude that I was back then, but now I'm lost and confused. I ain't see it coming, but it still came. I'm talking about life, ayy. I've been living fast. Feeling really bad. Time really moves fast. Better hurry up and get in your bag.
One of the key reasons Juice WRLD connected so powerful with Gen Zs was his raw honesty, emotional transparency. He didn't just speak about his feelings, he exposed them, laying everything bare for the world to see it. His music wasn't filtered though, or metaphor. It was deeply personal, vulnerable, and unafraid to comfort pain, anxiety, and heartbreak. Emotion that many young listeners recognize in themselves but rarely heard expressed so openly.
Why should people care about Juice WRLD? Why should people care?
I feel like they should care about me because I care about them. So I just want the same energy reciprocated, back to me. So, plus, why wouldn't you care about Juice WRLD? It's Juice WRLD.
Later that year, Juice WRLD released several standalone singles, showcasing his versatility across genres, including All Nights with RM, Soga and BTS, and Hate Me, Run and Graduation.
If you know this shit, put your hands up like this. Oh shit, go. Hands up, yeah. As we go on, we remember all the times we've been together. As our lives change for the better, we will still be.
His final release before passing was Bandit with NBA Youngboy, a melodic yet hard-hitting track that became second most successful song in his career following the massive hit Lucid Dream.
I say, I don't need no Molly to be savage.
After touring with Kid Laroi, Juice WRLD posted on Instagram that he was taking a week off to celebrate his 21st birthday. Just a few days later, on December 8, 2019, Juice WRLD and his friends were flying back to Chicago from Los Angeles on a private jet. The plane pilot alerted law enforcement in Chicago that the members of Juice WRLD's entourage were carrying firearms. What Juice WRLD may not have known was that he was already on the FBI watch list due to an incident the previous month. Just weeks earlier, he had been searched by the drug-sniffing dogs and custom agents before boarding a flight to Australia, though he was suspected for carrying drugs and he was allowed to travel. The incident prompted FBI to open a file and begin monitoring him more closely. As a result of these two events, both FBI and Chicago police were waiting for Juice and his team when they landed.
We were just falling asleep. Juice was up. I think there's videos on Instagram. You can see him like dumping water on one of the kids, one of our guys' faces, or one of his friends, and just goofing off and stuff like that. And everything was fine. And once we started getting closer to Chicago and we started getting service on our phones, our security guard, Hen, texted the group chat and was basically like, cops are here and they have a dog. And then
damn,
I got up, handled what I had to handle, and then sat down and just was like mentally preparing myself because I'm like, I knew what was about to happen to me.
Requested Officer Muzzillo bring in his K9 for narcotics search. K9 entered lobby, began search and immediately indicated a positive alert on a suitcase on the first card. Officer Muzzillo took K9 outside and re-entered lobby for search of second card. K9 immediately alerted on a suitcase on the second card.
In an apparent attempt to hide evidence, Juice WRLD allegedly swallowed several Percocet pills shortly after landing.
She returned from the bathroom and the search was going on, stated that Higgins was seated in front to the right of her. Higgins returned around and let out a deep loud screech. Stated his arm went straight up. He stiffened up, fell to the ground and started shaking. Related that he started coughing up blood and blood was coming from his nose. Pubotica related that he and Pio Maculife #17964 immediately attended to Higgins. Pubotica and Pio Maculife rolled Higgins on his side recovery position to help with his breathing. Pubotica related that he called for CFD and observed Homeland Security Investigation Agent Batch #Administration2, short for Narcan. Pubotica related Higgins then stopped convulsing. ROS initiated search of the indicated bags. ROS discovered a total of 41 vacuum-sealed bags containing green leafy substance, suspect cannabis, and 6 prescription bottles of suspect liquid containing codeine cough syrup.
He was administered of 2 doses of Narcan, a medication used to reverse the opioid overdose, before being rushed to hospitals. Tragically, Juice WRLD stopped breathing in the ambulance and he was pronounced dead shortly after arrival.
R&D was informed that on 9 December 19, Dr. Khan performed an autopsy on the remains of Jared Higgins, and on 22 Jan 20 ruled the cause and manner of death to be oxycodone and codeine toxicity accident.
And turn to the sudden and shocking death of rap star Juice WRLD. The 21-year-old, who was named Billboard's Best New Artist this year, suffered a medical emergency at Chicago's Midway Airport.
So many questions as to how a seemingly healthy 21-year-old could die so unexpectedly.
If I wasn't making music, I don't know.
Yeah. How old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
19.
19 years of age. Damn.
World is yours.
Yeah, and do you feel like it's, I was about to say that? Do you feel like it's just beginning?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you want to do? And I know it sounds like a grown ass man question, but what do you think next year will look like in 2 years, in 5 years?
Hopefully, with my work ethic and just the way that things are moving, I'll be, 5-10 steps ahead of where I'm at right
Juice WRLD's funeral was held on 13 December 2019 at a Holy Temple of Cathedral Church of God in Christ in Harvey, Illinois. Family members, fans and fellow artists came together to pay final respect and say goodbye to young star, whose music had touched millions around the world.
My lane, chopper on me with a beam. Freddy Cool, good show up in your dreams. Things ain't not what they seem. Show you when I'm ball on the team. Bitch, I'm the best freestyle off the top. Got a bitch in the crib, she been giving me top. Everyday bitch, I'ma count up the guap. Run up on me just like a sick nigga get popped. I'm on the block with my niggas with choppers. I'm getting this money, so I had to move. I'm in the burbs with my mama. I bought in a mansion, a house, and a dog at school.
He was really, he was a good kid, he was really young, and fame hit him really fast. He blew up overnight and literally became like one of the biggest artists in the world, in so short a time. And he had a lot going on, like just around him. He had a lot of personal things, but he was really smart. He was really talented, and rapping was something that he was extremely good at. And he had a nice voice. He could sing. And it didn't take him long. Like, no matter what it was, it just it's like he just painted it. Like, I had never seen anything like it. Like, he's the first person I ever worked with musically that just literally, he made songs in one take. Like, he didn't stop, and then he would do it 4 times, and then he'd pick from each one, like without stopping the song, and then he'd create a song in the shortest time frame I ever seen. It was crazy. And he was really talented, man. Like, it was such a sad situation because it was so unexpected.
Okay. They say that I'm not like them. Well, I'm not. My mama asked if I get high. I do that a lot. I'm proud of what I do. It's oxy in my vitals. Right hand on the rifle. Left hand on the Bible. What should I read? I'm getting indecisive. Your girl could have everything but a title. She said she want my music on title. She say she want me to be the one she confide to. Well, I admit I kinda like you, but I don't think my wifey would like if I wifed you. So I'm gon' yachty that, yeah, I'm gon' one night you. To be honest, I don't really think you my type, boo, but hey, that's what the Zans do. I ain't wanna fuck you, I didn't plan to, but things change, my life rearranged. Hop up in that panties like it's hopscotch. I'm gon' leave my kitties on a crop top. I told her keep the pussy, I just want top. She keep on trying to throw the kid, the twat stop. And
know I was ballin' with my dudes. Watch a bunch of bad kids with some boondocks. My brother had the pack in his tube socks. The shit that gave your auntie the jawline.
Following its tragic passing, Juice WRLD's voice lived on, most notably through a powerful posthumous feature on Eminem Music, Be Murdered By, on the track Godzilla.
Monster, you get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster.
This was his 11th studio album, which was released on 7 January 2020. The moment carried special weight, as fans knew how deeply Juice admired Eminem. Collaborating with his idol, even in spirit, felt like full circle tribute.
Godzilla, man, I gotta tell you, that's one of my favorites right now. You know what I'm saying? My favorites always change when I listen to albums. Right now, I'm fucking with Godzilla heavy every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. I mean, the cadences and all that, like, absolute murder.
Shout out to Juice too, man. Like, yo, that kid was so talented, man. He, like, his freestyle he did on Westwood, where he rapped for an hour, like, what the fuck? And I mean, he was like he might have been mixing a little bit of written in there with, right. But the way he was like, that's the shit that we used to try to do at the hip hop shop, was like try to work on our freestyles, right? But be able to slip in and out of written when you need to. You know what I'm saying? If you got a certain punchline you want to get to take out this dude, right? So to be so young, he like mastered that so fucking quickly.
On 22 January, an announcement was posted on Higgins' Instagram by the member of his family and the team at Grade Production that thanked fans for adoration for Higgins and confirmed that their intention to release music that he was working on at the time of his death. On February 28, 2020, Juice WRLD featured on PTSD, a title track of G Herbo, fourth studio album of PTSD, alongside Lil Uzi Vert and Chance the Rapper.
I turn the news on when I smell death in the air.
We was in London one day, that nigga made me record 16 songs straight, folks, like in 7 hours off lean and perks. Like, shorty, I came out here to tweak with y'all, folks. I ain't even come out here to rap, shorty. I'm out here with you. When I was with him, I wasn't even a rapper, shorty. I'm in your entourage. Like, boy, I'm just not G Herbo. Hey, man, I'm straight. I'm fan, folks. I'm with you, shorty. Like, don't bring me out at no shows, none of that. I'm in your shadow, shorty. I ain't know none of that. I'm chilling with you, folks. He want to steady think like, boy, I ain't know that.
He love your ass, bro.
Yeah, for real.
I'm chilling, folks. Like, what? He trying to put the cables on me, boy. I ain't on that, folks. I ain't you tweaking.
He called me and said, hey, you remember you took me shopping?
On phone, you made shorty.
Hey man, that one song like 6 in the morning, nigga. I swear to God, I said, bro, what the fuck are you talking about right now? It's 6 in the morning, bro. He said, when nobody else pick up the phone for me, you the only one answer the phone. He's like, I'm geeked up. I told him I'm geeked up too, bitch. I'm motherfucker high as hell.
I ain't gonna lie.
He was like, when I get back, I'm gonna take you shopping the same way.
What?
This marked his second collaboration between Juice WRLD and Lil Uzi Vert, first being there in 2018 track Wasted. Shortly after, on March 13, remix of YMW Melly single Suicidal was released from his debut studio album Melly vs. Melvin, featuring posthumous vocals of Juice WRLD. On April 24, 2020, the single Righteous was released. Recorded in the comfort of Los Angeles home, and the song hit especially hard. Its lyrics speak openly about anxiety, addiction, and the emotional weight he carried, and making it feel like haunting glimpse into his soul. On May 29, the song Tell Me You Love Me featuring Trippie Redd was released alongside a music video directed by Cole Bennett. On June 12, Go, Huggins collaborated with Australian rapper Kid Laroi, whom Huggins mentored, was released.
That's a $200,000 gift, bro. Won't let go. I'm the type to show you that you're too special.
No longer after, his mother founded the Live Free 999 Foundation, an organization dedicated to mental health awareness and addiction support. It was a heartfelt way to carry forward Juice's legacy and turn pain into purpose.
You know, as a mom, you can't help it. You know, you can't help but wonder, you know, where his career would be, you know, where his life would be at this point. In my head, I would say, you know, he wouldn't be struggling anymore with drugs. You know, he would have conquered that and just living his best life. So, yeah, I have that picture in my head.
On July 6, 2020, it was officially announced that Juice's first posthumous album would be titled Legend Never Die. a name that perfectly captures his lasting influence and leading up to the album release. Two powerful singles dropped, Life is a Mess featuring Halsey and Come and Go, Marshmello.
God that he make me a better man.
Building immense anticipations. The full album was released on July 10, featuring 21 tracks and 4 carefully selected singles. Upon release, Legend Never Died debuted on number 1 on the Billboard 200, solidifying his legacy. In an extraordinary achievement, 5 songs from the album landed on top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 in the same week, ending in July 25th. Come and Go at number 2, Wishing Well on number 5, Conversation 7, Life is a Mess on 9, Hate the Other Side on number 10, collaboration with Polo G and the Kid Laroi. This, a rare milestone placed in Juice WRLD's alongside the Beatles and the Drake, as only the third artist in the history to claim 5 top 10 spots simultaneously. On October 23rd, Lil Baby confirmed that the second posthumous album was already in development. As tributes continued, 2 more emotional singles dropped. Real Shit with Benny Blanco on December 2nd, Reminds Me of You with Kid Laroi on December 18, the anniversary of his passing. Juice WRLD Legend Never Die is deeply emotional genre through struggle, dream and pain. The albums open with Anxiety, where the Juice directly address mental health issues and emphasize the importance of confronting real emotion rather than hiding behind material success. Conversation captures chaos inside his mind, painting a vivid picture of battles he fought daily with anxiety and fame. In a Titanic, he compares himself to a doomed ship, symbolizing how fame and addiction made him feel like he was sinking beyond rescue. Bad Energy shows Juice's desire to clean himself of negativity and toxic influence. Herein For Peace, with Righteous, he offers one of the most heartbreaking confessions, describe his dependency on drugs as the way to survive overwhelming anxiety. Blood on My Jeans blends themes of violence and love, showing the darker side of his fast-paced lifestyle in the bittersweet. Smile featuring Weeknd, both artists express the painful wish to see their loved one happy, even if it means sacrificing their own happiness. Tell Me You Love Me with Trippie Redd dives into the codependency, revealing Juice WRLD's desperate need for emotional security amid inner chaos. On Hate the Other Side, a collaboration with Marshmello, Polo G and the Kid Laroi, Juice reflects on the violation, betrayal and heartbreak that comes with the street love and success. Throughout the album, Juice WRLD's raw honesty shines as he opens up about the fame, addiction and heartbreak and the constant battle of inner peace. Every track feels like a diary entry, a glimpse into a young artist who is trying to heal himself while healing other artists through his music.
Boy, ain't no PS, ain't no Xbox, not no Game Boy, go and
Juice WRLD had been streamed over 5.9 billion times on Spotify, making him the 4th streamed artist in the world. A staggering reminder of how deeply his music continued to resonate. The album became the 3rd most successful album of Juice WRLD.
But here's the deal though, like if I play it for you, y'all gotta give me like all y'all energy, bro. Like y'all gotta go fucking berserk. Can y'all do that for me? Drop this shit. Chris, where you at? Come on.
Hey Mills, where you at, man? Come on.
Let's play.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play a game, big bang, take a little bang.
By June 15, 2021, Juice WRLD Estate released Bad Boy featuring Young Thug along with Cole Bennett directed music video. A film entirely before Juice WRLD's death. It marked a final collaboration and carried a special weight for fans.
Driving in Porsches.
Same chord, same
got it in. Switch it up. Driving in Porsches. I can't help but enforce it. I remember broke, I couldn't even afford a pair of all white G-Phase or Air Forces. Now my view is gorgeous. Big house, think I need a fucking Flores.
Then the announcement came for his second posthumous album, Fighting Demons. The album arrived on December 10, 2021, reduced by 3 emotional charged singles, Already Dead, Wonder to LA, and Girl of My Dreams. They later became Juice's first #1 hit on the Billboard Digital Song Sales chart. Fighting Demons serves a deeply personal look into Juice WRLD's mind, where pain, fame, and vulnerability collide. The albums begin with Burn, where Juice confronts the emotional toll of fame and questions whether success can truly heal his pain. Already Dead follows a haunting confession, with Juice openly acknowledging his struggle with depression and addiction, describe a numbness that made him feel emotionally gone long before his passing. You wouldn't understand, he expressed feeling of isolation, suggesting that no one can else truly comprehend the weight of his internal battles. Wonder to LA, featuring explore the dark side of escapism and love, highlight how even the moment of connections can be clouded by the dependency and fear. Eminem's spoken word interlude, Eminem Speak, add a context to a conversation around addiction, sharing his own journey, giving a broader voice to the message Juice WRLD sought to spread. The album continues to explore love, fragility, and Go Hard 2.0. While not enough, Feel Line dive into the feeling of inadequacy and destructive behavior. Across all tracks, Fighting Demon doesn't highlight Juice's personal darkness and its call of empathy and brutally honesty message for anyone feeling trapped in their own mind. In early 2022, Juice WRLD Fighting Demons album was expanded with the release Go Hard 2.0, a more polished version for the original track, along with 2 previously unreleased tracks, Cigarette and Sometimes.
I could do bad on my own.
Juice WRLD posthumous album The Party Never Ends open up with the haunting title track The Party Never Ends, setting a reflective, melancholic tones that runs throughout the project. Misfit follows, touching on feeling of alienation and not belonging, while AGST2 Insecure, featuring Nicki Minaj, expands on the theme of heartbreak and insecurity, acting as in sequel to All Girls Are the Same. Lace It, featuring Eminem and Benny Blanco, delivers an intense lyrical exchange about addiction and legacy. Curved explore the grip of toxic love and empty out your pockets, dwells into emotional exhaustion and feeling used. The mood lightens slightly with KTM drip and fleshy, high-energy theme filled with designer reference. Love Letter brings the emotion back down with a softer and guitar-laced sound expressing raw vulnerabilities. On Condone It, Juice reflects on inner conflicts and accountability, while Goodbye, performed by the Kid Laroi, serves a heartfelt tribute and emotional centerpiece. Party by Myself channels loneliness in the midst of fame, and Adore You touches logging. Celebrate, featuring Offset, injects a moment of upbeat celebration. Tracks like Jeffrey and Bourbonian showcase Juice's darker and more aggressive side, digging into the mental battles and resilience. Best Friend, featuring Fall Out Boy, mixes emo punk energy with trap melodies in a fusion of nostalgia and heartbreak. Floor It feels like a late night rise anthem with an emotional undertones. While Oxycodone is one of the album's rawest tracks, confronting the depth of addiction, the album closes with Expanded, a bittersweet reflection on excess, pain, and fleeting high, wrapping up the journey with Juice WRLD's signature vulnerabilities and emotional honesty. This was his final album, heartbreaking yet powerful reminder of remnants still behind by the legendary rapper Juice WRLD.
I've been living fast. Feeling really bad. Time really moves fast. Better hurry up and get in your bag. Already you're not a fad. I know why these niggas get mad. My hand on my trigger, I'ma die for respect, yeah. With my money, you get dealt like that, yeah.
Juice WRLD was more than an artist. He was a voice of generation navigating pain, addiction, heartbreak, and the search for meaning in the chaotic world. Though raw honesty and emotional depth, he turned his struggle into art that resonates deeply with millions. Though his life is tragically short, his impact is everlasting. Juice once said his goal was to help at least one person with his music, but in truth, he helped an entire generation feel seen, heard and understood. His music kinda changed my life and helped me a lot in my difficult times. As his legacy continues, his lyrics, his story remind us the urgent need of compassion, mental health, awareness and healing. Juice WRLD may be gone, but his music, his message and his light never die.
You did! Hey, Sweden! You did! Let's go! Yeah! Everybody fucking jump right now, nigga! Wait! Let's play a game, back. Take a look. She play games, she hyper. She look okay. She need brain, I like it. I got the touch like Midas. She wanna fuck, I might. I'm full of a forgot the itis. It's been a long day, I'm tired. But I'ma get ride like a bike. I told her friends are invited. Fuck them up, codeine, I tried it. Ask if you think I'm lying. Bitch, yeah. To all my fans and to all my supporters, I just want to say thank you and I love you so fucking much, man. I wouldn't be here without y'all support, and I hope y'all know that, and I hope y'all know that I mean what I'm saying. I'm not just talking to talk. I really love y'all. And before I leave, I just want to say one thing. You could do anything you put your motherfucking mind to. This world is yours. You can do whatever the fuck you want in this life. Can't nobody tell you what you can't do. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't let nobody discourage you. Keep people like that away from you. You can do whatever the fuck you want, period. I'm living proof of that shit. As long as you give it your all, you have faith, like I said, you can do whatever the fuck you want, period. And if it's somebody in your life that's telling you can't do it, if it's a motherfucker hating on you, if it's somebody holding you back, not encouraging you on that goofy fool ass shit, look, what you tell them, Juice? Just put their ass to the side and just be like, suck my dick, bitch!